somebody to explain to me how holds work online. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't think it ever will. Even if someone explains it to me, I'm just like, why can't we just
not?
Hi everyone! If you're like me, you love a good audiobook, and there are so many wonderful options on where you can listen to audiobook narrators. If you watched my other video, I talked a little bit about some of my favorite Black audiobook narrators, and I said I would do a video talking about some of my favorite ways to listen to audiobooks, and I'm following up on that promise, and here's that video. So we're gonna dive in. Hopefully this is not too long. I'm gonna try not to rant too much about these options so that you can find what's right for you and you can get listening right away to meet those reading goals of 2024. Here we go. So first are the free options. Now, the two free options I'm going to talk to you about today are Hoopla and Libby. Hoopla is associated with movies usually, and they have books depending on your branch of the local library you have. It depends on kind of what you have in mass availability on that. So like I find that some different branches have different catalogs, and so sometimes some might have more audiobooks, whereas they use Hoopla more for movies or music access. But there are some libraries that have audiobooks available in Hoopla, and I honestly like it. For one of the branches I have, you get 7 titles per month, and the only thing I don't quite care for about it is you can't like check one out and then as soon as you return it, like if you were at the regular library, you can just get another one for the month. No, once you've checked out 7 items for the month, that is it, and you have to wait till the new month starts. If you plan strategically enough, it works fine. So Hoopla is a great option. They have like thousands and thousands of options. I also feel like their catalog offers sometimes a bit more of a diverse catalog than I find in Libby. So now moving to Libby. Libby is another free service offered through libraries. Oh my gosh, guys, my glasses are steaming a little. The audiobook topic is so hot. Let me stop. No, it's just a scarf, but it's so cute, guys. I mean, like the pop of blue, the pink, and the yellow. I had to do it together. Anyway, Libby. So Libby is another audiobook service that is associated with library branches, and on Libby it's usually specifically just like books and audiobooks, and on there it depends again on your branch on how diverse the catalog is and the options you have, but you can notify your library and request certain books. But it depends on them if they accept it or not. But I do enjoy Libby. I find sometimes that it like majority of the time certain branches don't have as many Black audiobooks as or BIPOC narrated or written audiobook version. Like they may have the ebook, but they don't have the audiobook version, and so sometimes I have to go to Hoopla to find that. But with Libby it is nice because there is no limit. Well, there is a limit. I think it's like 10 to 12 depending on your branch of like books and ebooks you can check out. But once you're done, as long as you return one, you can immediately check out another one. And then another thing is with Hoopla that I forgot is there is no wait list. So on Libby there are wait lists, so sometimes you do have to wait in line to get a book, which
I don't understand the concept. I need somebody to explain to me how holds work online. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't think it ever will. Even if
someone explains it to me, I'm just like, why can't we just not? But yeah, so on Hoopla there are no wait lists, and on Libby there are sometimes wait lists for those really popular audiobooks. Okay, those are our free options. Let's move on to the paid options. Woo Chile. Audiobooks are expensive. I got Audible in 2020, and honestly it works through a credit system. So I paid for the premium package, and I get 12 credits per year. As an avid audiobook listener, and before I started really taking advantage of Libby and Hoopla, I like I ran through those credits, guys. Like it was not a lot of credits for me, and then I had to buy more credits at a price on Audible. Audible, the nice thing is they do have a plus catalog, so you do get free books. You're paying, but you get free access to free books. In recent months, I've noticed they've gotten a bit better, because I think they've been getting complaints on how like not diverse / a ripoff kind of their plus edition was. For years it was kind of a ripoff because there wasn't really any diverse selections. It's kind of books that are like maybe C-rated, B- rated books. You may find a really good like popular book now and again, but for a while it was not like that. It's getting slightly better, I've noticed, but I will not be renewing my membership for many reasons. But I want to take advantage of the free options of Hoopla and Libby and invest in maybe other paid options for audiobook. I've been reading more into, you know, how you own the things that you buy online, right? Like those ebooks and those audiobooks, and some of the things you just don't own. And so I would like to own things that I buy. And so the thing that's really challenging also is that sometimes you have to you feel so much pressure to use that credit in the right way, because if you get a book that's 6 hours, it may not feel like, okay, for example, a credit is like $30, right? So if you buy a book that's 6 hours versus a book that's 20+ hours, I feel like I'm getting more bang for my buck if I get the book that's 20+ hours and just wait at the library for the book that's 6 hours, right? Yeah, so it's a lot of pressure into that credit system on when you're choosing your Audible books, which I also didn't like, and I feel like there has to be a better way. The next is Scribd. Now I try Scribd because I heard it was a really good Audible alternative. It doesn't have a credit system. But they have a lot of things. They don't do just audiobooks on there. They have also like written sheet music, and I saw some graphic novels on there. So they do, it feels more like a paid Hoopla service, honestly, is kind of the vibe I got from Scribd when I was listening. The problem is, I don't know what their, what's the word? Oh gosh, not analogy. Not Adam. It's an A word. Algorithm. Oh my. Gosh, guys. I don't know what their algorithm is, but when I first got it, like I opened the account, I was having a lot of access to popular books, especially from like graphic audio. So I saw a lot of Sarah J. Maas. I saw a lot of like Robert Jordan. I saw a lot of like, you know, the popular celebrity and YouTuber books. But then as I listened to one, then after that I couldn't find the other books that I knew they had, or I wasn't allowed access to them, I guess, maybe in their algorithm anymore. I don't know. It was strange stuff. I did not have a fun time on Scribd, and also I felt like they just did not have the best dialogue, the best diverse catalog that they could have had. Honestly, like, Scribd was a no for me. The last one that I'm going to be talking to you guys about today is Spotify. Now, this is fairly new for Spotify users. You get like 15 hours of audiobook listening time. That's literally one book. That's literally one book. I don't know who created the program, but they obviously don't listen to audiobooks, because that is just one. I think the key here is support your local library if you live in the United States. For those of my friends who live abroad and may not have the library system that the US has, I got y'all. I'm still doing my research and trying out audiobook options, and I'll list the free ones that I know of. So let me know, what do you guys listen to your audiobooks on? Do you use Hoopla? Do you use Libby? Do you use Audible? Do you use Scribd? Do you use one that I did not even mention? Oh, I mentioned Spotify. Do you love the Spotify one? Maybe you love the Spotify one. I don't know. But let me know in the comments. I love to hear from you guys. Stay bookish, stay black, and stay blessed. And I'll see you next time.